Let's talk about Manipur. First, it was the viral video of two women being paraded naked on the streets of Manipur that shamed humanity. And now the state is boiling over these pictures that you'll see. These are pictures that are going viral on social media of dead bodies of two students who went missing on July 6th. The victims are a 17-year-old girl and a 20-year-old boy. In the first picture, the duo can be seen sitting on the ground with armed men standing behind them. And in the next image, their bodies are seen on the ground. The pictures were released a day after the government of Manipur restored internet services in the state. Massive protests broke out in Manipur's capital, Imphal, today. The protesters, a mix of school and college students, marched towards the chief ministerial's secretariat. At least 30 students suffered injuries after police fired tear gas shells and lathi charged them as well. The state government is urging the public to exercise restraint and maintain law and order. The case, meanwhile, has been handed over to the CBI and a search operation has been launched to nab the culprits. Even as we speak, the Manipur government has reimposed a ban on mobile internet data services for the next 5 days with immediate effect. Prabin Kalita is the Chief of Bureau, Northeast of the Times of India. He is joining us on the broadcast. Prabin, as I speak to you, there is news coming in that the Manipur government has reimposed a ban on the mobile internet data service for the next 5 days with immediate impact. Is it because of what happened in Imphal today?
Yeah, absolutely right. See, this incident, happened in July. And to put in the right perspective, the father of the daughter, his FIR lodged in Imphal police station. He has charged the boy with kidnapping and wrongful confining of his daughter. So that is as per as the FIR says so. But, and after that, after a month, when there was their whereabouts were not known, people started agitating, and that forced the government to, declare that it will be handing over this case. Till that time, it was a missing case to CBI. Now, on Saturday, the government lifted the internet ban after 143 days, and on Monday, this series of images goes viral in social media, showing both the boy and the girl, and a next picture shows, two bodies without their faces being shown. Now, this, you can say this, it can be believed or supposedly of the two youth, the boy and the girl. And early in the morning, the CM Secretariat issues a statement asking the people to remain calm, assuring the people that it has handed over this case to the CBI, assuring the people that, the murderers, the perpetrators of the crime will be booked soon. The signals were very clear in the morning.
Prabin, then of what you're telling me, Prabin, of what you're telling me, can I quickly interject here and ask you, of what you're telling me, if the government has stepped out and said that the probe has been handed over to the CBI and the perpetrators of the murder will not be spared, then is that a confirmation that the two young people who went missing in July indeed have died / been killed?
See, government is still unclear on that. There is the government is not saying in so many words that they have been killed. They are saying we will book the murderers. There's a gap in the information. Because those two bodies, unless you see them, if you go through the body, you don't see their faces. You don't know who exactly they are. They could be the two, the boy and the girl. They may not be. So how can a government come out and that to the CM Secretariat say it in writing that the murderers will be booked?
Okay. Prabin, can I ask you what the situation is in Manipur as we speak? Because, of course, there are these pictures going viral. The ban on internet mobile has been reimposed for the next 5 days. Today, there were these protests that young people in Imphal have held over these two alleged murders. Can I ask you what the death toll now is? Last I checked, it was 180, and what the situation on the ground is.
See, right now, situation is very tense in Imphal, as it has been since the last 4 months. And see, these students are the only section of the society who have been out of this conflict so far. So today is the first instance of students in uniform coming out on the streets to protest and then clashing with security forces. This is the first time it has happened in Imphal in these 4 months of conflict. So so every section of the society is now involved in this conflict. And right now, they're right in front, close to the CM Secretariat, the Singzema area, there is still tension. And security forces are on duty, deployed heavily there. And reports that have come to us say that protesters, now we don't know whether these are the students or someone else, they are still gathered in small pockets in that vicinity.
Okay, and Prabin, since you're the one who's tracking the story very closely, could you give us an estimate of the death toll in Manipur in the last 4 months?
Last 4 months, as per the government official version, it's 175, but after that, 3 more people died, so 178.
Okay.
And there
All
are
right, 178. Prabin
almost
Kalita, thank you.
34 people
Go
are
ahead.
reported to be missing.
Okay, 178 dead according to the government, and there are 38 people you're saying who are still missing.
34 people reported
Prabin
missing.
Kalita, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, 34 people missing, 178 people dead in Manipur. As we speak, Prabin is telling us that outside the Chief Minister's Secretariat, there are still group of students who are there. These protests, you've seen them on your screens. They happened in the day, and those protesters still haven't dispersed despite the heavy security. This after 2 young people were found dead, and 2 pictures went viral. As I said, in Manipur, once again, internet ban has been reimposed for the next 5 days. The Manipur story, ladies and gentlemen, certainly not over. It continues to be very, very tense. It's a story we continue to track here on Mirror Now. For the moment, let's move on.